y'all? Can be the Sixth Ninja.
And I'm Flix.
Okay, going through the Clone Wars, you finished just recently the second arc of the Clone Wars. I want to get your thoughts right off the bat, because it's real fresh in your head.
It's not as strong as the first arc in the series, by far. The characters introduced. It's funny, I haven't looked this up, but one of the characters, her hair is cut like in that shaved on the side and over. That's like the real popular thing for some people to do now. And just the way she looked, the way she talked, reminded me of the Overwatch character Sombra a lot, and I just couldn't get that out of my head at the end. Especially because she's someone who steals from other people, and you're like, huh, that's a little too close.
I wonder if like somebody like Dave Filoni, who's on the show, plays Overwatch. He's like, that's a great character. That's a Star Wars character.
That's a great way for this character to look. No, but yeah, far weaker.
Every episode, I was like, okay, cool. Let's do this. All right. Well, all right. Maybe the second episode. I was waiting for the story to really kick in, and the sisters didn't help because they were annoying me.
One of the episodes literally had almost no purpose. They start the episode in jail. They end the episode in jail. The only thing that changed is that some Mandalorian saw them. And you're like, we could have had that in the first episode and saved us the entirety of that episode.
You could. I thought about it. I was like, you could have done this arc in 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. Getting caught. And the thing, oh my goodness, I yelled at the screen on my TV because when she was like, no one's going to take my ship. I was like, you're gonna actually let the spice go. You're gonna
do something really stupid, really rushed, and it's gonna make and it's funny because they're talking about okay, well, we should give it to medical people. No, we should give it to the cartel. No, we should give it to the medical people. No, we should give it to the cartel. What did you do? I dumped it. That was literally the worst choice you could have made. Like, both of them are just like, they're against each other. She does that, and they're like, what is wrong with you?
Well, with me, I was in there, and then when they were arguing back and forth, and I was like, oh, she's gonna let the spice out, isn't she? And then, like, when she's like, no one's taking my ship. No one. Yeah, I'm like, shut up.
I was really kind of hoping that in the last episode, or the second to last episode, her ship was going to be blown up, and they just had to get another one. Like, she had to choose to sacrifice her ship to do the mature adult thing. But no, she still got her way and got her ship and all that. And I'm like, come on.
And, at the end, they're like, Ahsoka learns a lesson about, I'm trying to figure out, like, what her...
I think the lesson that she learned is that the Jedi aren't viewed well in the galaxy, so she needs to keep her Jedi-ness kind of down, and that people have these really bad misconceptions about the Jedi. Not because she has that herself. Like, she's seeing the Jedi through other people. She's seeing the Jedi now through people that don't like Jedi, as she was, accused of murder. She left the order, yada, yada, yada. So she's seeing the world's perspective of the Jedi, not the Jedi perspective itself.
Yeah.
Because the Jedi and all of them are just kind of like so high and mighty.
The story they brought up, and it's just sort of like a superhero thing. They're like, yeah, we saw them fighting, and all of a sudden, guess what? They killed our parents. So, they didn't kill their parents. Something came in.
No, well, they technically did. They pulled the ship out of hitting a very busy area and hit it instead. That sounds like a mixture of what is it? Captain America: Civil War with Scarlet Witch throwing the thing up, and then Age of Ultron, where you meet the twins who hate the Avengers or hate Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Because of something that he had no real control over.
Yeah. But the Jedi showing up to their doorstep and being like, "Hey, don't worry."
Well, they weren't like that. No.
They weren't like that. But
she doesn't even. They have a sour perspective of the Jedi, not as like, oh, they murdered him and didn't care, as they murdered or they didn't. They made the choice that cost us our family, and they consoled us with some BS about them being one with the Force now, and yada yada yada. Where like it didn't give them solace whatsoever. That's what they were mad about. Was
well, that's what I mean. I go then when she was telling the story and just like, yeah, the parents, it's all right.
It's not what it's at all though.
I know, but
she doesn't even take it that way.
No, that's the way I took it as a viewer. I'm just like, yeah, I would be kind of upset if it's just like my parents are dead and you come up and just be like this, hey, The Force.
No, I view it more as the again, back to Civil War, that scene where Tony has in the hallway when he talks to the lady, and he's just like,
yeah,
he's giving like they don't want people dead, they don't want innocent people dead, but things happen that they have no control over, and she doesn't view it from the same perspective, where she's just like, oh, crack as many eggs as you need, meaning kill as many people as you need to save the day, but you're just like. The entire premise of this marches back to Civil War II. I'm going to make a lot of comparisons.
Yes.
But it marches back to, oh, we're so mad at these people who saved a bunch of lives because the few people they couldn't save. Like, it's not their fault. They are literally stopping someone. Like, maybe Age of Ultron's a little Tony's fault. But...
Well, I was going to say.
But even then, his reasonings were altruistic. He wanted to help protect the world. And
the suit of armor.
All around the world, and then Thanos shows up and he's like, well, we were gonna try this, but it went sour, and so he couldn't get a suit of armor around the world, yada yada yada, which may be what this leads into, I don't know, but with Ahsoka, she's just kind of, I was with the people who this occurred, I understand that we don't have the power to save everybody.
Yeah.
And the fact that your family specifically was lost is tragic, but think of all the other families that were saved. And that's a harsh way to view it in these in this show, but at the same time, we also watch an episode right before this one with the Bad Batch where most of a village gets killed in this fight with a bunch of techno machines, and nobody really brings any attention to that. And clone troopers are just dying all the time.
It's just behind the scenes, Obi-Wan walks in. Hey.
Well,
one with the Force.
Well, that's Mace Windu in that same series of episodes with Echo, where he's just like, I'm not leaving my men behind, talking about the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's someone showing compassion. That's a Jedi showing compassion. But we have so many other scenes where there's just dead. Who cares? If they don't have a name or a rank that we know, who cares?
Yeah.
Is what the show goes for, and it's trying to make you care about them.
Well, the other thing about this arc that I liked was, one, I know you really didn't care for it. Now Crimson Dawn's a thing and ties into Solo. I don't know why.
The next series of episodes do a better job of like to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, in this one specifically, Maul just showing up. Like that's like saying that episode 1 has a tie to Solo. Because Darth Maul's in it, and it's not wrong to say that, technically. But at the same time, you're just like,
well, you remember when Darth Maul showed up? I mean, you were like, oh, okay.
Yeah. You're just like, cool, like your robot legs, bro. That's...
I remember we were in the theater, and I remember, like, all of a sudden, like, okay, now we're going to show who's behind Crimson. Darth Maul! And I just remember being like...
It's one of those things, it's Star Wars, I love Star Wars, and this is going to lead into some harsh...
That's why we talk about it so
this is going to lead into some harsh stuff, though. Star Wars from, let's say, Episode 6, so Return of the Jedi, on, has all been about nostalgia for those first 3 episodes.
Yes.
Where those are 3 really good movies. Then Episode 1 has to constantly be like, you remember Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
You remember Yoda? You remember Anakin Skywalker?
He looks terrible as a puppet now.
Well, yeah.
We did great in the 80s.
We did. We made him look like he was actually a puppet person, and then now he's just kind of there and shelving. Yeah. But no, and that's every other one since then. Like, I'm hard pressed to think of a movie that is not like centered around some form of nostalgia. The entire purpose of the trilogy is showing Obi-Wan and Anakin's story.
Well, the sequel trilogy is like...
It's showing Luke and all of them, and then it's taking Rey, Finn, and all of them and putting them in the old people's position to move on. And you're like, cool, we haven't learned anything new.
Or the word hope.
True. Well, but then you look at the movie we're not allowed to talk about, and Solo, and those movies are so mired in, like, remember this?
Hey.
Like, but that's why Darth Maul showing up at the end of Solo, I was kind of like, sure, why not? Like, can we have Mace Windu's hand attached to him too? Just...
Hey!
Yo! He cannot be left alive!
But I thought that was cool. The end, the fourth episode, I did enjoy the end because I was like, okay, now get me out of this arc and let me go. Let's go to the
The fourth episode I enjoyed because it ended.
It literally like we're taking you out. Bye sisters. I was like, cool. We're done with them. All right. I want to get to the finale.
And I'm sure that in the finale they're gonna pop up somewhere. It's gonna be something about them.
I will be so upset if they show up and not the Bad Batch.
Yes.
I will be like, are you serious? Like,
we called in some reinforcements you might like.
I'll be like, and then that's when I'm gonna be like, and then they come. Damn it! But I will say the sisters are 10 times better characters than Rose. So I'm going on record.
Okay, let's be honest though. You had more time to get to know the sisters than you did to get to know Rose. That'd be like saying
I know enough.
I like Jar Jar Binks more than I like Rose, just because I've gotten to know Jar Jar Binks better. Even though he's a blithering idiot and does nothing for the story for the most part, I like him better because I just got to know him better.
I know. Well, I won the.
I like Qui-Gon Jinn more than I like Rose. I like Darth Plagueis more than I like Rose, and we didn't even get to meet him.
Well, we shall see. But overall, your ranking of this arc?
I'd say like if we're comparing it again to all of Star Wars, like a solid 3 out of 10. Where, but it's, I don't know if you're going higher or lower than that, but at the same time, it's just because you still have this stuff where Ahsoka's learning life. Like, she's grown up in the Jedi Temple. She's learning normal things. And it's funny because she's a freaking know-it-all about everything because she's had to learn these things, where the girl, the younger sister, is just kind of super ignorant about a lot of things. Yeah. And you're seeing, like, well, these are the two different lifestyles. Ahsoka should be super happy that she had growing up in the area she had to grow up in, but at the same time, like, she has a lot to learn about socially interacting with people in a positive way.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So she's the purpose of the arc.
I know, but 2 episodes. Dave Filoni.
But they don't do them in 2 episodes.
I know, like you could have done two arc fillers in that 4 episode span, or just have the last 6 going in, like, just, I don't know.
And I do have the thought about when like, the ignorance of the kid, where she's like, I need a license? And they're, like, flying. Oh. And then he's like, oh, yes, I was about to go send someone to arrest them. And Anakin's just like, they're no concern. And I'm like, so did he sense Ahsoka? Or did he not sense her? I think he did. And just didn't think
I thought that was very, like, a callback.
Well, that's kind of like in episode 6 when Vader feels Luke on the ship, and you're just like, oh,
does he?
They're related.
Incest.
I mean, that is what Star Wars is about.
I can't get a stash back.
I mean, Leia and Luke. Then we have. You want to know the really screwed up part? So, if Anakin was conceived by the Force by Darth Sidious into Shmi, is that her name? Shmi Padme?
Yes.
Or Shmi Skywalker?
Not Shmi Padme.
Just Shmi Padme. That would have been too.
That would have been a whole world.
Shmi Amidala. No, she gave birth to Luke. Or to Luke. She gave birth to Anakin. Anakin gave birth to Luke and Leia. Leia gave birth to Ben. Well, Palpatine is technically then at that point Anakin's father. Palpatine gave birth to the clones. Clones gave birth to Rey. Rey and Ben.
He manipulated the Force. He did. He doesn't. He
manipulated it with his dick.
I'm giving this arc a 3. That's it. That's all. I'm done.
We've just learned that Star Wars is just about incest. George Lucas has some weird thoughts. Okay. Gosh, why didn't we think about that before? That made anyone trying to ship Rey and Ben super creepy.
I was gonna watch Rise of Skywalker today, but I'm all
no, and then okay, so it's even creepier. Is you're giving the person that's going to be with Rey the same name as Luke's pretty much paternal father, Ben, who was his grandfather's.
Well, you got to think in the extended universe, is Anakin Solo.
Mm.
So
that doesn't make it any better.
I know. But alright, Joe. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Show the bummed out at Walmart. The arc's this next arc is gonna wrap up on Star Wars Day.
Really?
Yeah.
They're bringing out 2 episodes in like a 4-day period?
Yeah.
Because the next episode is coming out on the 1st, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Star Wars Day, we'll try to get the video out on Star Wars Day because the Mandalorian documentary comes out.
Yeah, the whatever it's called.
Yeah, we got the new episode, and Rise of Skywalker hits Disney Plus.
Which I will be honest, I still have not opened that.
I know. But alright, y'all.
Got the steelbook, haven't opened it yet. It's going to be on digital before I even touch that.
There goes that. Alright, y'all. Bye.
You on your